Hello, comrades. Welcome and thank you for clicking on this video. Today is the day I am talking lots, talking slow and probably nonsensical, and hopefully in the most relaxing way. After all, we are here just to have a great time and relax. Maybe to doze off while you, my dear, are listening to this little video. To get your mind off things. Also, today is a subscriber appreciation day. I am so bad at this, unfortunately. I do not take myself seriously as a proud YouTuber because it's just something I do every now and then, and that makes people, guys and girls who subscribe to me, even more precious because you stick with me, and I thank you. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I have put out a Q&A in my community, and I have received a few questions, so I am going to be answering them all to the best of my ability and to the best of my stand-up comedian skills, if that's a genre. ASMR, stand-up comedy, why the hell not? However, I'm probably not going to be making any jokes below the belt. Well, maybe I will, you never know. So let's get to it. God damn it, right? Right. Of course. I'm always right in these premises. Oh yeah. Okay, so I would have mentioned the name of the subscriber who left that particular question. However, recently YouTube just made all the usernames gibberish. Well, unless you were fortunate enough to catch that and acquire some specific one. So I will just read a question and post it somewhere over here if you care to look. Also, apart from listening. Talk. Okay. So the first one, I will be reading them in order of the appearance. Would you rather have $1 million or have 1 million YouTube subscribers? That's a good question. Thank you, Jerry Hurt. I'm not gonna read the username. That was the commitment. So, and to answer this one, actually, I'd prefer to do some calculations on the long term, because what comes to mind is that 1 million subscribers do not bring you $1 million in a short-term perspective. Let's say, I don't know, 3 years. You still have to be consistent and produce some content. So probably 1 million subscribers can give you a somewhat steady income, or at least passive income, but I highly doubt that's going to be any feasible amount on the long term. So yes, I would choose the money. Material girl. Well, this is the answer. If you don't like it, well, what can I do? I answered your question. I guess you wanted that. Yeah, million subscribers. I'm not sure how much money YouTubers actually make based on what I make. Yeah. Oh, next question. I guess this one is from my fellow Canadian. What is your Tim Hortons order? Alright. I normally do not go there on a regular basis. Just sometimes if I feel like it. The recent one was pretty good though. It was cilantro chicken bowl, a chicken wrap, a chocolate croissant, and some peach drink, which was absolute killer calorie wise. So much sugar at the same time. However, I must say, it's pretty awesome. And other than that, I'd probably get a donut. Actual donut, not a Timbit. Those I don't like. Please don't hate me for that. Yeah, coffee. Coffee is not my preferred drink. So yeah. Once I got huge 600 ml tea in Tim Hortons in Toronto airport. That was really heartwarming. So yeah. Next question. This one is about food as well. Okay, so chili with cornbread or chili with rice? It's a choice I would not normally make because chili. I don't like chili. Okay, these food questions. I do not consider myself as a foodie, if it makes sense. I eat to get some energy, and well, for the most part, I can enjoy some fine dining every now and then. However, I eat to live, not live to eat. That's the concept. Alright, next one. Next one I like more than the food questions actually. So, do you think you've developed any Canadian accent? And if so, would you ever make a Canadian woman ASMR video? Actually, I might say some words the way Canadians do. Let's say the boot. How's it going, eh? Okay, bud. Though. Okay, though. But overall, I do not work on my accent, and I think it's pretty settled at this point, being somewhat Eastern European, the way I talk now, normally without this heavy Russian. This heavy Russian stuff is actually way more strenuous to produce on a consistent basis. Alright, so if I were to make such a video, people would call me bullshit. So, yeah, I will not dare. I will not dare to do that. Okay, this sock. Socks are cool. Socks are cool. The socks are cool. That's a kind of tingly name. How are you doing? Thank you so much for asking. Currently, I am managing motherhood, a day job, chores, responsibilities, all aspects of parenting and raising another human being. So yeah, that is challenging, tiring. It just takes up all of your mental, physical, will resources. So how am I doing? I am managing, let's say so. It just takes dedication to figure out how to keep the human being you've gave birth to not only alive, but well and happy and thriving. But I understood my assignment, and so far, I'm doing okay. Next one is from my Russian subscriber, so let us quickly switch to Russian language to show some appreciation for my comrades. So, следующий вопрос. Какие твои любимые фильмы и книги? На каком языке их смотришь и читаешь? Твой фанат из Москвы. Здравствуйте, мой фанат из Москвы. Мои любимые фильмы и книги обычно, для кого обычно? Я предпочитаю определенных режиссеров, например, Ларс фон Триер. Это один из самых выдающихся, мне кажется. Я почти все у него посмотрела, хотя он, наверное, больше снимать не будет после последнего фильма «Дом, который построил Джек». Если не смотрели, не смотрите. Да. Очень нравилось в свое время фильмы Дэвида Линча, но там нужно сидеть и внимать искусству. Нужно очень много терпения. И я хочу как-нибудь в этой жизни сесть, закрыться дома и посмотреть Тарковского от начала до конца. Но не могу собраться, и нужно очень как-то решиться, посмотреть его фильмографию. Ну, «Сталкера» только смотреть не буду, наверное, И все. Так, это он вообще снял? Ну да, наверное. Какой позор. Все. Книги. Сейчас я читаю в основном про как быть родителем, и чтобы не нанести ребенку травму, и чтобы тебя потом дети, не винили в своих каких-то ситуациях, чтобы вырастить здорового во всех отношениях, счастливого, уверенного в себе человека. Да, это сложно, но если задаться целью, если дарить любовь, уверенность, заботу, безопасность, любить по-настоящему, в таком случае, я думаю, это возможно сделать. А так я читала Ремарка, читала Чака Паланика в свое время в молодости. И кто еще? Светлану Алексеевич. Тоже многие ее работы прочитала. Интересно, особенно в современных реалиях. На каком языке? По большей части на русском раньше. А сейчас на английском. И фильмы все на английском, в принципе. Хотя иногда я переключаю язык, если есть звуковая дорожка российская, чтобы посмотреть, как перевели какую-нибудь фразу хитрую. Мне до сих пор интересно. А тогда уже полностью я адаптировалась к англоязычной среде. Спасибо, что смотрите. Спасибо. Так, давайте дальше. let's continue. All right, next question is about Canada. Best and worst parts of living in Canada. Best and worst. Let's start with the best, because Canada, right? Well, it's been just over 3 years since I came here, and I found that it is so easy to get used to good things. It's overall abundance. I'm not like super rich person. I would not call myself wealthy at all. Just getting by, And in these 3 years, I've accumulated so much stuff. I live in a nicer place, in a nicer area. I use amenities, social services, which are available to me sometimes at low and no cost. And so as an average person, well, educated and hardworking, I do here so much better than I was doing in Russia, even doing some pretty high tire job. So the best part would be opportunities they give you here. So a land of opportunity for the ones who are willing to seize it. And the worst parts of living in Canada, well, it gets cold, obviously, up to minus 42 Celsius, but not for too long. And another thing which I personally do not appreciate at all, and which might turn off some of you guys and girls, I do not like recreational drugs. The way they smell, the way they make you act, they make other people act. However you go down the street, pretty much any, unless you live on an acreage somewhere, and even there, because that smell travels quite far, right? It's pretty much everywhere, unfortunately. I have tried to like it, to appreciate it, but just not my cup of tea at all. So that would be the downside of Canadian lifestyle. However, people enjoy what they enjoy, and who am I to judge? It's just my personal preference. Alright, let's move on to some more talking. So someone left this pretty long comment, giving me some ideas for Q&A, and suggested that I don't need to do them all. Okay, I'll still do them all because it's Subscriber Appreciation Day. Alright, so the most embarrassing memory and story growing up. The most embarrassing. Where do I start? It's a tough one. I've been trying to not to embarrass myself as much as I could. But I guess me and my friend, when I was like 7, for some reason we decided to collect little plastic film wrapping which cigarette packs come in, and that seemed like a great idea to collect them. And however, we were like really young children, pretty much, right? and where do we get cigarettes? So we had to pick those empty cigarette cartons and then peel off that film and then get it somewhere for our collection. It seems like a completely useless idea. However, it seemed fun at the time, right? Kids and cigarettes. Yeah, the legislation back in, I think it was still 90s. Yeah, kids are not protected from tobacco consumption at all. Even kids. Alright, next one is pretty puzzling as well. A current favorite ASMR channel. This one's tough because I don't watch ASMR too much. Well, I do, but it's not deliberate. It's just whatever YouTube throws my way. However, some of them I enjoy more than others, and I'm into like face massages, overall massage sounds, and it's incredible. Like I would just look at it for a few minutes, and I become so sleepy, and yeah, I use it to facilitate a good night's sleep. As a sleep deprived mother I am. And others would be, I watch Fred, okay? How can you not? Some of the stuff I don't appreciate, like the chewing and unboxings, not interesting, but good old shaving videos, if it makes sense. Overall, yeah, some whispers. Others, not so much. Maybe I would watch like compilations of close-up, like intense triggers. Again, just to doze off in the most efficient way. Yeah, that was not exciting answer. I used to watch ER, Ephemeral Rift, like not watch, but consistently while I was still in Russia, but you need dedication for that. Who else? Yeah, I'm random like that. Some guys just brushing your face, whispering some things to your ear just to help you sleep. Uh-oh. If you're still here, there was a big hint towards you. Okay, let's move on. My phone got dark for a second, so talking about male ASMR, just whispering in your ear. Okay, if you were sent to an island and you could only take a food, a song, and a show film, which would they be? A food would be tacos because they have carbs, veggies, and protein, so pretty solid source of nutrition. It can be delicious too, right? A song, La Isla Bonita, Madonna, and show film. I would watch Doctor House on a repeat. How many seasons are there? They're good. I've actually rewatched first season a few years ago. This is hilarious, especially when you watch it actually in English instead of a Russian translation. It makes you appreciate the jokes, the irony, the sarcasm way more, because I only used to watch it with a Russian translation, which of course yeah, things get lost a lot. Alright, and what profession did you want to pursue when you were a kid? I wanted to be an artist, like actual artist, to paint, to draw, all stuff like that. I did go to an art school. I did all right. And I still draw when I feel like it. Trying to figure out watercolors, which I'm not good at. Just the intricacies of paint spilling into other paints and all of those patterns. But yeah, I do draw sometimes, so I wanted to be an artist. Too bad I became a doctor, so difference between winter in Russia versus Canada. So yeah, this is a good one actually. A difference between winter in Russia and Canada. Since I live in Western Canada, here cold is cold, but it's not consistent, if it makes sense. We would have deep freeze for a couple of weeks, but then it's gone and it gets too comfortable, 0-ish degrees. And in Russia, if it's cold, it's goddamn cold forever. Just, yeah, you're stuck in -20 and till pretty much springtime. Other than that, slush, gush, winter tires, people not knowing how to drive when the first half an inch, 1.5 centimeters of snow falls, everybody just forgets how to drive. It's pretty universal. And overall it comes to how people are very similar pretty much everywhere in the world. Well, I assume. Why would they be too different? Yeah, there are some cultural differences, but there are some universal similarities which apply to every individual Homo sapiens out there. Alright. Next one is in Russian as well. Как поживаешь? Я поживаю очень хорошо. Живу и радуюсь. И вам советую. Ну вот, какой вопрос, такой ответ. Ладно. Next one. Do Russians really love vodka? Or is that just a stereotype? Well. I don't see a person truly loving this drink, because you don't. How can you love something that stings you right in the face and makes you perform some questionable actions after that? So in a way, drinking vodka is just a way to facilitate alcohol poisoning, not to enjoy some fine bouquet of a drink. So you may love the consequence or hate it, but the drink itself is just a tool to get there. So in a way, they love the effects, the efficacy, because it gets you there really, really fast. So yeah, in a way, you can call that love, but true affection, I don't think so. Alright. Are you religious or spiritual? And elaborate on it if you're comfortable. Well, religion is a topic, just personal, right? So I was actually baptized in Orthodox Christianity when I was probably 6 years old, so maybe less than that. I kind of remember that, which didn't mean nothing to me at the time. It's just some weird stuff, like, why do I need to be kind of not submerged, that the guy just took that water from this little basin and put it on my head or something? and just why. I asked my mother why would she decide to actually do that, and that was explained as a part of a tradition, so I'm okay with that. So that would be the religious part, which I cannot cognitively or any other way connect, just with a set of rules, like what food you should eat, and go to church, and then still break those rules, and they ask for forgiveness. So I don't know, it doesn't seem like a consistent approach. However, spirituality, I think I would call myself spiritual, yeah. Because we are just vibrating matter, right? We all have different frequencies, and we all are, like every living being, every rock out there, every piece of sand, we all are connected in a way. We all came from that stardust, right? So I don't believe in some kind of entity. I think it's more than that, it's more complicated than that. But I feel as a part of the world. I feel like I'm vibrating as well. And it's especially even palpable, I think, when you meet some people which you find common ground with, and you feel it like on your fingertips, or otherwise you just feel like, nope, different vibration, goodbye. So yeah, I guess that's my silly spirituality. All right, hopefully that answers and does not bring any controversy over here. Yeah, because I wasn't raised in any kind of consistent religious tradition. Okay, let's move on. Hello, we meet again, and you've grown in subscribers and as a person. Congratulations. Thank you. What is your favorite Russian food? Blini. That would be crepes, like thin Russian pancakes. Yeah. I make them. I enjoy them. And it's pretty much universal. Like a taco, you can put everything in it, but it's just larger and greasier. Do you have any goals you have set for yourself? Well, currently my primary goal would be to establish a solid pension plan. Pension savings plan. Yeah, that was a boring answer, but it's a truthful one. So thank you for taking time out of your life for making these videos. You are always interested in relaxing. Very appreciated. I am happy that you find this experience relaxing. I do. It's just you just sit down here and put up the videos out there, and people listen to it. Maybe appreciate it, maybe skip, maybe they pass out successfully. Either way, creating something feels good, not only consuming, and I'm glad it hits you right in the heart, if it does. Alright, what are some of your favorite shows or movies, and what are some of your favorite foods? Again, foods and shows, we're back to that. I think I've answered this one right. So, I'm just reading the question because it's a subscriber appreciation day. However, shows, I don't watch. Actually, I don't even have any streaming services subscriptions at all. I just don't. It can just drag you in and never let go. However, when something good, if it makes sense, comes out, I do watch it. Let's say The Boys. That show is just enjoyable in every sense. The recent one would be The Last of Us. I never played the game, but the way it's made, it's quality, and it hits you right in the heart sometimes. And among other mainstream shows, I honestly do not know what to even choose. You can watch like the first episode and think, meh, I'll skip that one. I can't even think about names. And same with movies. If you follow some artists, you follow them and appreciate whatever they get to present to you. Actually, the one I haven't seen yet, and the one that has been widely discussed would be The Whale. So let's see what's that one about, because other Darren Aronofsky creations are, well, impressive. I cannot say I like any of them, but they are fun little watch, like, which leaves you hanging there for a few more days after you actually see the movie. So I'm expecting something like that this time as well. And we almost ran out of questions. So this one, I guess, comes from 4chan or something like that. So, well, just by the contents of it, what is the largest mammal you think you could defeat in unarmed combat? It's like, what dinosaur-sized chicken or chicken-sized dinosaurs, right? And none of them are mammals. So, largest unarmed combat. Maybe other female human? That qualifies as a mammal, right? The whole fighting, defeating someone, achieving dominance, I don't know, man. Can you like talk about it or something? Why fight? So that's my current state of mind. Yep. Next one is kinda fun. How is baby formed? How girl get pregnant? Joan Needon 2033. Do you want me to explain birds and bees to you? Or you can look it up. Well, that is part of being a living human being. Sometimes people make love, and sometimes babies emerge. So you gotta do what you gotta do. How is baby formed? Well, cannot complain again. My favorite part is just seeing personality emerge, like from the very early stages of life, and then as the kid gets older, you can see that personality shine. And my job is just to support it, make it shine brighter. Well, needless to say, I enjoy being a mother. Yeah, I do. So, and the last questions over here. is foods again. Foods. Yeah, everybody needs to eat home-cooked Russian meals. I think I've already answered that, but I guess you want to hear. I don't know what you want to hear, but it's a stereotype again that Russians like borscht, which I haven't cooked in quite a while, and I don't even like it too much. The other one would be salyanka, because it's just vegetables and a bunch of meats, whatever you can scrape, filling. So again, foods are important, but not that important. I have let go of my cuisine preferences because in this part of the world it's way too Americanized, westernized. Everything is dipped, 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 dipped. Shall we continue? And fructose, glucose syrup, or maple syrup, and such a thing as maple bacon or maple sausage. Like, why? I don't like. I've never seen anything like that back in my motherland. So that leaves me wondering how they put blueberries in sausages. It's like blueberries do not belong in sausages. They belong, I don't know, on a pancake, in a pancake, or in a cereal, or in a bowl, just by themselves, because blueberries are awesome. However, yeah, it's challenging for me to get used to this American way of eating. Well, Canadian American way of eating. What's the word? Poutine? Poutine is okay. Sometimes I feel like poutine, and you get it, and you eat it, and then you're happy and content about the amount of calories consumed in one sitting, and yeah, you're good for a few months at least. Why the food topic? It's the perfect ramble topic, I guess. Anyway, so these were all of the questions. I went through them like a breeze, and hopefully I will reach another milestone soon enough, or not. I'll just need to choose which milestone will suffice for another Q&A session. So thank you for stopping by, and good night.